Hey everyone, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this week from the 15th through the 21st is going to be sort of like a rapid read style. This is what I was told to do, and this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to pull cards that's going to serve for the entire collective while I talk about the astrology for the week, and then I will get down into each different sign, and it will be time-stamped below so that you can skip to the different locations and sections that are most meaningful for you, whether it's your sun, your rising, your moon, your north node, or anywhere that you specifically have a lot of that big heavy activity in your personal chart. Okay, so we have a very big energy popping up this week. I'm sure you guys know that the biggest influence that we have here is the lunar eclipse full moon in the sign of Taurus. So it's going to be very interesting because it's going to be a lengthy lunar eclipse. It's going to be about 3 hours. So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage. Google full moon in your particular time zone, and I'm sure you're going to be able to find the right time for you to be able to try to view it safely, if that is in fact what it is that you would like to be able to do. But in general, we have some rougher energies again this week. Cleans up towards the weekend again. We still have the energy of this issue as we have the moon in Aries but the sun in Scorpio, wanting to push things forward with a lot of energy, especially Monday and Tuesday while the moon is in the sign of Aries. But we still have this Venus and Capricorn energy that is around. So it could be a little bit difficult for some people to try to navigate mom and dad in the universe arguing a little bit about the things that we want to be able to do. So for me, it's kind of like the teenager who wants to go and borrow the keys to the car to go do things, and mom and dad are not in agreement about whether or not we should be able to do that, if you put it into the personality perspective. We do have this very interesting conjunction still on Monday where we have Chiron and Aries. We've been talking about that a lot, still allowing the Scorpio season to allowing us to take advantage of what we see within ourselves that needs to be healed or that is healing, and that's really good information that comes forward. When we get to the energy of Tuesday, the moon will enter into the sign of Taurus. That'll be a little bit later on into the evening, but what we've got pushing up against us with this big square is this Pluto now in the sign of Capricorn, which we've also been talking about. Again, talking about change, transformation, and allowing those things to happen in a practical sense. But because it's in a squared position, it doesn't necessarily meet the energy that Aries, the moon in Aries, wants to bring us as far as the energy. And if it does, it could create the situation where we're going maybe a little too quickly and trying to fix our situation, and or forcing, I don't want to say forcing, but basically what's going to happen is a lot of people that have allowed the shadow work to kind of pop up through their awareness are actually starting to deal with it now. And so it's very possible that even if it's not you, someone else that is in your energy is dealing with their emotions and their sadness or the things that they're trying to heal in a way that could be a little bit, squaring for you, literally. So just be mindful of that energy Monday and Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, we have a square with that moon in Taurus, with the energy still of Saturn in Aquarius. So how now can we practically change the things and the ideas that we have? We do have this beautiful, beautiful trine though that happens now with that Capricorn and Pluto energy. It works well with Taurus as the two earth signs are sort of mellowing each other out a little bit, if you will, making those practical steps that we want available to us. We do still have an opposition though in the moon in Taurus on Wednesday with Neptune in Taurus. So that will be very, very interesting. The Neptune energy that we've talked about before is the energy of the hangman. It's the energy of reviewing the details, sometimes slowing down enough to speed up in order to hear what the universe wants to be able to tell us. So be aware of that energy. Now on Thursday, we actually have Mercury in Scorpio having conversations now with the Pisces and Neptune configuration. That's good, because the Pisces and Neptune situation that we've been talking about, bringing those forward-thinking ideas for the things that we want to do for future, laying things out to allow them to start to happen now. Start doing the work now. You may not get the results of everything now, but you're starting to feed the momentum of the things that you want to have happen. We also have this beautiful trine that happens with the Pluto in Capricorn, same concept. And we also have the trine of the Venus in Capricorn, allowing those things to beautifully lay themselves out for us. Now Friday, again, we have the huge situation where we've got this trine that is happening now with Venus in Capricorn, trining the whole, we've got the Taurian energy that's popping through. We've got the Moon in Taurus, clearly, with the Sun in Scorpio. And then later on in the evening, we have the energy of the Moon switching signs into Gemini. So the ideas about things, the communication about things, really starting to step forward, as that is what we're doing. So when we get to this lunar eclipse, and the eclipses, as you know, are about eclipsing things out of our life. Hopefully over these past several weeks you've allowed yourself to realize what it is that needs to be edited for your own personal life, and now you're putting the details together, and now you're able to start really communicating with yourself and other people about what it is that you may want to have happen. Okay. Oh, almost forgot one. When we get to the energy of Saturday, and we're now in the Gemini energy, again, that whole thought process, we do have some beautiful energies that match up. We have Saturn in Aquarius. We have the conversation that's going on in the universe with the whole Scorpio energy within Mars. Mars makes a step forward with Scorpio to really push forward the change. Yep, here we go. And then when we get to Sunday, even though we have this big square that's popping up through Mercury, and talking to Scorpio with the Aquarian energy of where it sits with Jupiter, that whole expansive piece that we want to be able to come through. This is where the rubber meets the road for a lot of different people out throughout this whole week, but this is where you really start to acknowledge what it is that you can do and bring forward those things to actual change. So that when we get to the energy of Sunday and we're fully in our thought process with this whole Gemini energy, we have a couple of different meetups. So the sun will switch into the sign of Sagittarius. More fire energy for what it is that we want to be able to bring forward, our ideas, our optimism, starting to really lay those things out for the upcoming weeks and months to show up. We also have the moon entering into the sign of Cancer. So that's that steamy energy that we've talked about before a little bit. If I'm thinking of Temperance, where we're talking about the alchemy behind fire and water really trying to mix, and like how we create that steam that we need to move our engines along a little bit. The biggest placement that I think I can see on that particular day is where Mercury is talking to Scorpio, and then it is the energy of Pluto, and we actually have Pluto in Capricorn, which really does create this really beautiful space for starting to communicate things out to other people. Of course, if you're not ready to do that, then that's fine, but you'll be amazed if you start taking a look at these different situations, how that energy allows other people to start to communicate. So what we have here for everyone is sort of the energetics of the week. Okay, so, and then I will go into each of the different signs. So we're using the Thoth Tarot deck again this particular week. And what this is about is getting your thought processes together, right, for the future. You're laying out the future. Now, the first thing that we have on Monday, which I love, is the Ten of Swords energy. We are with this fiery energy, this moon in Aries, with the square of Venus and Capricorn ending Ten of Swords, ending something, even if it's just thought process, of something that you have realized really does need to go. It needs to be out of your energy so that you can allow new beautiful things to show up. So what I find interesting is that on Tuesday, we actually have the Aries energy that shows up in the reverse position. And I think this has a lot to do, again, with the moon in Aries squaring the whole Pluto and Capricorn energy. We have a lot of energy to want to try to get some things done. But this might be the day that you pull back a little bit and you start to observe the different energies that are around you, and therefore you may not be pushing forward too much, but your ideas are still out there. Now on Wednesday, this is where we start looking at that whole rubber meeting the road, when we switch from the Mars energy that's into Scorpio going into this opposition that we have with actually Uranus in Taurus. Okay, how do we want to let those things go? Well, this energy is the Three of Cups that's in the reverse position. So the Three of Cups in the reverse position is finally making the decision and allowing to separate ourselves from things that are making us unhappy, whether it's people, whether it's places of business, whether it is our emotions. This is, like I said, where the rubber meets the road this particular week, and I think it's showing up beautifully. Emotions, allowing yourself to be emotional about those things. So I think I was doing a personal reading the other day, and this individual said, but I love him so much, but we have a huge complicated relationship. Yeah, but you have a complicated relationship, and you have to ask yourself, why is it that you feel that you must continue to deal with these types of shenanigans? I'm not going to get into their personal business. And it shocked her to say, well, what do you mean? I says, well, you're part of that relationship, right? You're bringing in your energy, he's bringing in his energy. You have to be able to understand why it is that you're accepting this if you don't like that. Why are you accepting it? What is the deal that's going on? Those are answers that, she had to answer for herself, and I won't get into it. But the realization that something is not making you happy, and then knowing that you have the power within yourself to change it, that's huge. And it is emotions, and emotions are very powerful. They're what drive many of the different types of things that we do, but you always have to be happy with the things that you want to be able to bring forward. So we moved on to the energy of Thursday. We have the Princess of Wands here showing up beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. This to me is the gorgeous energy of the Neptune in Taurus trine, also with the energy of Pluto in Capricorn, because we also have the energy of Mercury and Mars. So it's forcing things to kind of show up, and it's allowing us to say, okay, I can get down to this new beautiful gorgeousness for myself. I am now sparking the strike. I'm striking the match for the things that I want to bring forward, and how I am going to react or create or co-create even with spirit. When we get to the energy of Friday, we have the major arcana of Libra that shows up here. This is the energy of the lunar eclipse full moon. Now, it's very interesting that we've got Libra. Libra is the sister to Taurus as far as Venus running the whole show, because Venus rules Libra and Taurus. But we're talking about balance. We're talking about adjustment. And these are the things I think perfectly show up on the lunar eclipse. What is it that you are allowing to leave so that your life can be a little bit more balanced, right? What is it that you are allowing to leave so that you can bring in the opposite, the exact opposite of what it is that you're looking for, even if it's in tiny increments, and you're finally agreeing within yourself and you're co-creating the adjustment, the balance, making things fair and balanced for everyone that's involved in the situation. When we get to the energy of Saturday, we have the Prince of Knight of Disc, beg your pardon, the Knight of Disc. So this is the cosmic Amazon driver showing up, and it's very interesting that this is the day where we have the moon in Gemini, which has this gorgeous trine with Saturn in Aquarius. So again, Saturn being the energy of the world, wanting things to change, wanting things to expand, your ideas, your new horizons. It's absolutely right on time with the energy, because there's space to allow this to happen on this particular day. Now, when we get to the energy of Sunday, we have a lot, like I said, we had a lot of energies going on Sunday. Sunday's the big day as far as I'm concerned, as far as the energetics. But again, clever things that you want to be able to do to start to switch. Now we have the 9 of Pentacles, or the 9 of Discs, that shows up in the reverse position. And even though this card is titled Gain, and it's showing up in the reverse position, I think it's honestly the right card for the day, because what it does is it talks to us about the things that we are willing to shift our perception about as far as resources. What are the gains that you are trying to gather? Now, I also mentioned that we have the water energy of the moon switching into the sign of Cancer, while the sun is moving into the sign of Sagittarius. So it's that whole situation of the steam that we need, the steam engine for our upcoming gain. So this is the week, again, to where the rubber hits the road. This is the thing. This is what we've been leading ourselves up to. And this is how we're going to manage ourselves through it. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, really quickly, is I'm going to pull our Ganesha card, and let's see what Ganesha wants to offer to all of us for clearing obstacles out of our existence this particular week, paying attention to them, honoring whatever shows up so that you can transmute it and move it forward and out of your space. All right, Ganesha, here's what we've got. People are going to find their passion this week. We're going to move forward with energetics. Okay, we got 3 cards, and we're going to take 3 cards. Ganesha is talking about having and maintaining a positive outlook for whatever shows up for you this particular week. Oh, we had 4, beg your pardon. We also have relaxation. Relax into the things that are going to take place for you. You don't have to have it all figured out, but you do need to start making the steps. And in order for you to clear yourself, you've got to be able to be in a relaxed state. We also have childlike expression. So whatever it is that you're getting ready to do, do with enthusiasm. And some of you may need to honor something as far as childlike, your inner child specifically, but embrace things with childlike enthusiasm. So hug your inner child and tell yourself, I'm okay, you're okay, we're okay, it's okay. And this is what it boils down to this week: decisions. The decisions that you make this particular week are going to set you up not only for what we have for the remainder of the year, excuse me, but if you're allowing this lunar eclipse to take things out of your existence and you're replacing it with something else, this is the big week that is going to be honest for you. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into each of the different signs, and we will probably pull, I'm going to use the in-between tarot, because this is talking to me about the changes that you're past and the influences that we have for you specifically. And then we will pull 1 or 2 different cards. They haven't shared with me what it is that they want me to use this week for you specifically, but I will pull as many as I can for the placements as well. So let's go ahead and let's find out how these energies are going to work with our Aries friends. Okay, again, we're talking about pushing forward, eclipsing things out of our world. You are going to be, ultimately, everyone is going to be involved with that clarity that they need for moving forward, getting ourselves out of conflict situations and finding our peace. That is basically what the goal of this week is going to be. So for our Aries, and how this lines up for our Aries, here we go. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so the first 2 cards that we have, Aries, very interesting, and I want you to see where this card landed. Oh, maybe I need to adjust my table a little bit. But the first card that we have for you, Aries, is Hermit Mode. If you are in a position where you have a lot of things going on, the energy of the Hermit is asking you to just relax. It's asking you to go inside this particular week. It's asking you to really be on your toes when it comes to those things and those situations that are presenting themselves to you. It could be coming to you from many different angles. It could be coming to you from many different people about the way that you need to adjust. But if you can get into an energy of momentum and quiet and solitude a little bit, then you're going to know what it is that's coming towards you. Very interesting that on the weekend when I was talking to you about that temperance card showing up, it is Aries, this is the week that you have to let go of any resistance, and you will be in control of this. The reason it shows up sideways is many of you are in the position, you're in the phase of allowing this to transition this particular week. This is the Death card and the Temperance card mixed together. You have got to allow that final thing that is in your awareness this particular week to come to the surface so that it can be healed. It shows up right on the weekend where it was supposed to show up. Okay, let me get the advice then for our Aries here. What is it specifically that you want us to be able to talk about? Four of Coins energy. They said show the bottom of the deck. Four of Coins energy. Okay, continuing to do the work and honoring the work that it is that you're doing, but it is transitioning itself into the Five of Coins. So for many of you, the advice would be from, kind of how we see this showing up is allowing yourself to know that you're still doing the work. And if this has a lot to do with your personal work environment, know that you do not have lack. So the first thing they want you to do is recognize that if you don't like your current job and you're at that place where you're trying to get to a point where you're transitioning out of it, continue with that thought process. Do the things that you need to do on a consistent basis, but allow yourself to know that you will never have to be tied to something that you really don't want to be involved with. So that is the bottom of the deck energy that we have there for our Aries. And if you have really, and then they said pull this out here too. Yes, this does definitely make sense. This is Aries. This is the Aries. This is the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse position. If this is work-based or even relationship-based, if it's not working, this is the week for you to really put the screws to your thought process about the way that you're going to start to allow yourself to move forward. Doesn't have to be a lot of arguments or things of that particular nature, but if this has a lot to do with work or strong partnerships and where you're feeling as though someone in your environment is not showing up the way that you want them to show up, this is the week for you to really start contemplating what your next particular moves are going to be. Now, what is the advice card that you guys want me to use for these guys here as far as... Okay, I got it. So we're going to go with our Black Moon Astrology. Aries Sun. Thank you. Aries Sun sign. Haha! The energetics of what's going on this week for you is the Taurus I have energy. It's the I have, and that's the support that I see here with the Five of Pentacles that's sort of showing up in the reverse position. It's the, whoops, wrong card. It's the Five of, leading into the Five of Pentacles. There's nothing wrong with examining what it is that you have currently so that you can move forward into this new area. But Aries, this is the time as you are going through this eclipse season to honor what it is that you do have, continue to bless the things that you have, your attitude of gratitude, so that you can continue to move forward. Always have what it is that you need and ask for those new things that you want to have moving forward. Let's get a card for our Aries rising, please. Find out where Taurus is in your chart also as well, and maybe take a look at the Taurus reading. Okay, Aries rising. Very interesting. We have Piscean energy that is stepping forward here. So for me, this is talking about that whole Neptune and Pisces energy that we have that's showing up. The Pisces energy, Neptune energy, this is about moon energy. This is about understanding what it is that you are believing. There's things that may still be under the surface that you have to be able to allow to come up this particular week. And you're going to figure out what that is going to be for you. So maybe find out where the Piscean energy is also in your chart. And then also take a look maybe at the Pisces reading is what I'm getting for you. Now, if you are an Aries moon sign, what do we have for Aries moon this week? Thank you. Okay. Aries moon sign, this is about your fifth house. Your fifth house really has a lot to do with your creativity. Where is it that you are putting your energy as far as the emotions with other people. It's got the energy of the Six of Cups with it. So the 5th house has a lot to do with luck. It has a lot to do with strategy for what it is that you want to do moving forward. It has a lot to do with children, and it also has to do with your adult time, if you will. If you are dealing with someone from your past, then this is the week to really try to understand, is this the person that I really want to be with? Is there something going on? Somebody, popping up from your past that maybe you're like, not really sure. This is the week to finally make that decision about what is going on for you. Okay, Aries, you are going to be in a good position. All of you, whether you're sun, moon, or rising, I hope this really, really helps. And now we're going to move on and see what the cards have to say for our Taurus. I'm very excited to see what happens for Taurus. Okay, Taurus. The energetics of this week, my friend. All up, all in. This is your season. Let's see what we've got going on for you. All right. How does this energetics of the 10 of Swords, the Emperor in reverse, the 3 of Cups, the Princess of Wands, the Libra Major Arcana of Justice, the Knight of Discs, and the 9 of Pentacles lead up to specifics for our Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising, thank you. Okay, the first card out, 9 of Cups into the 10 of Cups. You wanting to be welcomed back home. You coming and welcoming back home could be an emotional state for you. It could have something to do with you and partners and your home life. It could have a lot to do with you just kind of getting back to you as well, being cool, calm, and collected, and leading yourself back up into that 10 of Cups moment, which is great communication with family, with loved ones, and it can even have a lot of gain that's getting ready to turn over for you in the next upcoming weeks, even if it has a lot to do with work, okay? Taurus. Thank you. The other card that comes up here is the 5 of Swords in the reverse position. I absolutely love this. So what this means is that you're going through this healing journey. You've already gone through this healing journey. You've already faced the challenges, the arguments, the issues, the thought processes in your head, very actively healing, and you are moving towards the 6 of Swords energy very, very clearly and beautifully. So you also have the 10 of Wands transitioning into the Ace of Wands. This is the universe re-sparking your fire, like I said before, about the things that you want to be able to do. So it could be thought process, it could be people, it could be new opportunities and jobs and working or projects or different things of that particular nature. So what then is the advice from the universe here for you? Anything specific or extra that needs to take place for our Taurus this particular week? Thank you. It's this one here. All right. Oh, can't make this stuff up, you guys. We have the High Priestess with the Empress. This is your season, you guys. All right. You guys know that the Empress or Venus is your mother. Your mother is talking about allowing your creativity to come through. Now, the baby does mean the birth of a new project, the new idea. And the High Priestess is indicating you either having the awareness, you could very well be a High Priest or a High Priestess yourself, where you are aware of the things. And this is the week where you're going to allow the creativity to start to shine. Now, again, notice that we've got this baby that wants to be birthed. It doesn't have to be a physical birth, it could be, but in order for this physical baby to be birthed, you've got to allow some things, some time as well, in order to surface for you. I love that. Okay, so let's move forward then and find out some additional specifics for our Taurus. We're going to go back to the Black Moon Astrology and let's see what else we have. What else do we have for our Taurus Sun this particular week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taurus Sun. Thank you. Ooh, it's the Gemini energy that pops up for us a little bit later on towards the weekend. It's the energy of I think. Okay, so the Gemini energy that pops forward for us, you guys, has a lot to do with communication as well. The I think energy, third house energy for me. Communication coming in, going out. This could be the weekend where you really start to share with people your ideas about what it is that you would like to be able to do next. Okay, I like this energy. I'm gonna pull, I just want to take a look at something really quickly. This also has a lot to do for many of you guys because it's third house Gemini ruled. It has a lot to do with lovers as well. Partnerships, whether they're domestic or business. Strong communication for you guys this week. Gemini energy, I think, third house. And that speaks to me about this whole 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, like getting your happy back, right? So I like that. All right, so let's move on to our Taurus rising, please. Thank you. Okay, we have the Mercury retrograde being responsible for reinvention, my friends. Mercury retrograde really did help you as far as changing things out that needed to go. So this is about creating and finding your peace this week. It's the Two of Swords energy. It's no longer you being stuck in a particular situation that might have been a little bit challenging for you. This is what is ending for you, really, right? It's the end of a painful situation. So Mercury retrograde got you all the way to the point where you were going to allow this to show up for you. You're ending the old completely, and that is beautiful. So the reinvention of yourself for me is this 10 of Wands, right? Again, letting it go, this old energy of the 10, so that this new energy from the universe can come and spark you. Reinvention. Gorgeous, okay? Now let's go ahead and move into our Taurus moon sign, and let's see what other details we have for Taurus moon. Nope, that was my fat finger, sorry. Taurus moon, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, very nice. Also, fourth house, your roots, your home, your physical house, right? This is opportunity showing up for you. This is almost the energy of the Four of Cups. So it's being aware and allowing new proposals to show up to you. So Cups energy, we talk about acceptance of new things. You definitely had endings of old situations showing up. You are also allowing this 10 of Wands into the Ace of Wands to show up. There's something new that is here for you, Aries moon, and it is going to allow you, sorry. Hello, computer.
Go straight to her room, unlock her door.
Freaking commercials. Sorry. Fourth house roots, okay? So something coming up with regards to roots. Now, fourth house, like your physical house or the 4 people that you would allow in your home, fourth house roots. What is going on for you in family? And if it doesn't have anything to do with you, it could have something to do with your children. It could have something to do with your spouse. But there is something that's very strong that needs to be considered this week with regards to your home and your roots. What I get out of this more so than anything else is the energy of this. It's the creating something new. It is the allowance of something new that is going to benefit your house. This literal, like your literal home and house this particular week. Put some strong emphasis this week, Taurus moon, on what that could be for you, because it does look like you are in the thought processes of allowing that thing to happen. And when sister shows up here, whatever has been out of balance is definitely going to be put back into balance for you here on the Friday of the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. So that's what I have for you, Taurus, this week. Hopefully that helps and gives you a little bit of additional detail. We're going to move on to our Gemini friends, okay? All right, Gemini. So your week this week is going to be really heavy when it comes towards the weekend. It will be very interesting for me to see what shows up here for the Taurus, for the Gemini sun and the moon. Let's move over to this one here. Let's see what other big, beautiful music we have. Nothing. We got just crap. Come on. I really like my electronic thought process as far as my music, because it really gets me into the mood. But I'm going to have to go back to my CDs, my calming CDs, because I cannot stand these YouTube commercials. Sorry. Here we go. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, dealing with the Ten of Swords, the Emperor in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Princess of Wands upright, the Libra adjustment card upright, the Knight of Discs in the upright, but we do have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. So how does this affect our Gemini this week? What do they need to know? What is the focus for Gemini? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the first card out of the gate. Interesting. The Nine of Wands in the reverse position. Someone's super tired. Someone is very tired. You have to allow yourself that time to rest. You really do. Some of you have also given up, as energy that I'm getting here. Some of you have given up a little bit on the different things that need to show up in your awareness. This is not the week for that to happen. So what I'm getting out of that is this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday energy is going to be a little bit challenging for you. And I get the energy that you really do need to let something else go. You need to finally let that last thing go. 10 of Wands with the 10 of Swords here on Monday is important. Oh my God. Then we get the 10 of Cups on top of that, you guys. There's a lot of change that is getting ready to happen for you guys. A lot. So 10 of Cups in the reverse position has a lot to do with miscommunication, has a lot to do with unhappy energy. It has a lot to do with, oops, let me turn that down. Has a lot to do with, this has a lot to do with you really moving forward out of something that has just been very painful. Again, 3 10s that are showing up here. So for you, I really feel that this has a lot to do with relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationship, because relationship can be anything that you put the most emphasis and meaning on, because it could also very well be working relationship as well. But this is a big pain point. And so, like I said, the beginning of the week is going to be a little bit probably where you feel it, but then you get up naturally when we get into Gemini over the weekend for you. So let's see what the advice of the universe is here for you. Creating this balance on the weekend, the Knight of Discs wanting to show up to allow new things. There is a delivery that is being made, and it's talking to you about what this gain is going to be. Let's see what else we have for Gemini. They said bottom of the deck. Ooh. All right, Gemini, the advice for you, and it looks like you're getting ready to do this, is you're going to figure out exactly what that is. In the reverse position, we have Mars and Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Death card, and we have the Scorpio, the Tower, and Scorpio's major arcana that's showing up here. With the energetics that you put into it this week, you are definitely going to be able to avoid, if you can. And I said Scorpio. That was incorrect. I apologize. This is the Capricorn energy. This is the Devil card in the reverse position. The Devil card with the Tower. This is not allowing yourself to be tempted. This is being strong in your conviction because you're tired of something. So don't go back to it. So this is avoidance of a particular situation if you can. Now the universe is saying, and this makes a lot of sense to me, in order for you to get the gains that you want in your strength, you definitely are going to need to be in this energetics of meditation is really what this is. The universe wants you to go in this weekend and figure out how to get this next plan. This speaks of the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. So we have this Cancer energy with this Leo energy that's showing up here. And that makes a lot of sense to me. You've got to go within. You've got to find your strength. And that's what's going to be required for you to get out of this particular negative situation that you are in this particular week. Okay, let's go in and find out any other specific information we can give for our Gemini. Let's focus on Gemini Sun, please. Thank you. Gemini Sun, interesting. Okay, we have the energetics of the Aquarius I know energy, the Aquarius energy. So we still have a lot of Aquarius energy that is in our midst this week. Again, transitioning between the energy of Jupiter and Saturn playing. The energy of the Aquarius, I know, is finding your passion. It is the energy of the Ace of Wands. And so the Ace of Wands is really pushing you forward, right? So when you get through the challenge that you have this week, potentially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by the time you get to Thursday, the Ace of Wands is going to support you with this Princess of Wands. So this new passion situation that's getting ready to show up for you, I think for some of you, this is going to be where you kind of figure out where the rubber meets the road here. Because for me, this person that could be approaching you this week may not be the right individual that you want to be able to deal with. Let's focus again on this Thursday, Friday energy, okay? This Thursday, Friday energy, we do have the square with the Jupiter in Aquarius, which is what it is that we're talking about. For you, what I feel is that you could have someone that's trying to pop back in very, very quickly, and it may be all about the good times, meaning the Capricorn energy that comes up, which is what we've got going on here. Please pay attention to what that makes you feel like. That is the biggest thing that I can give you this week, and really meditate on what that means for you. Gather your strength so that you don't have to take yourself down a position or a road or be talked into something that is really not going to be for you, okay? Now, let's find out what's going on with our Gemini risings here. Thank you. Ooh, you guys, Gemini rising. This is the Sun card, Sun Spirit. Really, it actually is the Sun card. So, what's going on for you this particular week is actually taking it to this next particular level. Also, again, towards the energetics of this week, whatever this new spark is for you, the sun is shining on it. The sun is shining on this communication that is on its way. This this princess or page of wands. There's new news that is on its way towards you this week, and this is the week that you're going to want to harness what that looks like. But this is about you getting you back into your own spirit, your self-will, right? A lot of solar plexus energy is what I'm getting out of this for you this particular week. It makes a lot of sense. Also, with whatever this sun is shining on for you, you definitely are going to be in a position, again, it supports the avoidance of a challenge. So utilize that energy to your best advantage this particular week, okay? That is beautiful, beautiful energy. You are going to be continuing to look at this positive outlook. You've already decided what that is going to be for you. It's gorgeous. I love that. So congratulations for you on that one. Now let's move forward to our Gemini moon, and let's see what we've got going on for you guys, okay? Gemini moon. Gemini moon. Thank you. Okay. Gemini moon, third house messages. Third house is Gemini. Lovers energy. Messages coming in. Usually neither negative or positive. It's information that has to be discussed here when you get into this particular house. But this Gemini energy, if you are dealing with, like I said, a lover or a partner, even if it was like a very strong partnership in business, the communication that's getting ready to come this week is, for you, going to have a lot to do with how you can try to rebuild something. So for me, what I'm getting out of this is the balance that is happening here on the weekend. Whatever has been unbalanced in your particular situation, okay, with the Three of Pentacles energy that's attached to this one, having to do with work, whatever's been out of balance is going to be balanced back up, and then this Knight of Discs is going to be able to start delivering those different pieces and parts to you. Again, you do have the energy of the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position, and if you have been in a position where you have been a little bit out of sorts with yourself because of maybe one person or one partner it just not really being balanced. This is the week where it really starts to come together, literally towards the end of the weekend for you. So utilize the beginning of this week to try to flesh that out and figure out what it is that you can do with regards to this partnership to do your part to level out. This whole Chiron and Aries piece, I was really expecting that one to show up, but this whole Chiron and Aries piece for you is what it's about. It's about you owning and healing that part of the relationship for yourself, and then watch what happens with this partner. And whoever this partner is, again, whether it's domestic partnership or husband, wife, or bestie, or even a business partner, the strong partnership can be corrected this week, but you've got to allow yourself to get out of this codependent thought process and put your spin on whatever this particular situation is for you. So if you've got to get into deeper meditation this week in order to allow that to come through, you definitely are at the end of this old situation, and this new thing is going to pop forward. The end of the miscommunications, the end of being tired and not wanting to go, I think is really gorgeous. So this 10-10-10 energy that we have here for you, this is a critical week for you. Okay, you're getting ready to go there. New information is getting ready to pop out here with this revelation for you this week. Okay, it could be something that you reveal, and it also could be other details that it's going to be revealed in communication as you start to go through and try to build this new whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so Gemini, I hope that really helps you. We are now going to move on into our Cancer friends here. Here's the deck. There we go. All right. So for my Cancers here, looking at how this Ten of Swords, the Emperor in the reverse, the Abundance or the Three of Cups in the reverse position, with this Princess of Wands, with the Libra Major Arcana, with the Knight of Discs and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position is going to work out for you. Let us see what we've got. When you get to your weekend, I think when we get to the Cancerian energy, the moon in Cancer this weekend, I think that could have a lot of significant influence for you. But let's see what we have for our Cancer. All right. It's a lot of big energies, you guys. We're almost there. Okay, so what I do definitely have is the Page of Coins in the reverse position, traveling into this Knight of Coins. So it does have a lot to do with what's going to change for you this weekend. There it is. Ooh, the Judgment card. So we have Pluto and Saturn both in the reverse position here. So as far as placement is concerned, we definitely have this energy that shows up with us on Friday and Saturday's energy moving forward, but more so than it is on Saturday. Bottom of the deck, they said for you, the Sun card with also the Judgment card. So you got the Judgment card twice. Pluto is going to be playing a heavy part for you this particular weekend. And this is the energy. I'm going to bring these three up here so that you can see this. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse position is not receiving what it is that you were expecting in the way that you were expecting it. Okay, so the information that you were expecting to come through is not necessarily going to show up with this page in the reverse position, but you got Judgment twice. Now the Judgment in the World position is indicating that there's something else that needs to be able to come through. There's something that's not quite complete, which is why you're not getting the information this particular week. But Judgment is asking you in this case specifically to trust your judgment when it comes to dealing with people and processes and things, because you might be fighting yourself just a little bit. You know the information. There's this very strong High Priestess energy that is coming to me, or High Priest energy that's coming to me. You have an awareness already of what this is. So they really are wanting you to keep the positive outlook on it, because look, at the end of the day, you do still have the Sun. So this is the universe saying, yeah, we see you making the right decision. Now's the time to start the thing. Like, put one foot in front of the other is exactly what it is that they're trying to tell you. One more card on this. Thank you. There it is. So we have the King of Coins. Now, talking to the Page of Coins. Now is when it shows up. It's not showing up the way that you want it, excuse me, but it is going to show up. Okay, it's gonna come in a different package. I was a little surprised that I didn't see the Page of Cups come out, but it doesn't matter. Something is going to be revealed to you this particular week, and that is what you need to be able to focus on. Okay, so let us see what it is that we have for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising to help add some specifics towards this. I wonder if I should move these over a little bit. Let's go with Cancer, Sun, please. It's this first card. So what we have, you guys, is the South Node. So the South Node, we always talk about making sure you know where your North Node is. The South Node is the focus that you had in your last life cycle. Okay, it's the old energy that you are possibly carrying through with you on this Earth walk now. This is what needs to be transformed, because you want to get to the North Node. So this energy literally is the Ten of Swords. You have got to change that. Okay, whatever it is that was old and dead and busted, you got to get rid of it. So this is supporting it. It literally is the Ten of Swords energy that we have here. This is trying to transform out of the old situation because it's no longer serving your best interest. Again, you need to come into your awareness and think about what that is, which is where Aries is supporting you in the reverse position here. It's like backing down a little bit. Just allow different informations to come towards you, because there's some sort of unhappy business that's going on here with the Three of Cups in the reverse position. You know what that happens to be for yourself, so let it go. Let it go. Allow this new situation to show up for you the way that it needs to show up with this Princess of Wands. It's going to look different than what you expect, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a good situation. So this page that was in the reverse here, all right, shows up in the upright, and whatever this new thing is going to be a long-term gain for you. Okay, it will be something that will be supportive for the long run. Okay, now if you are a Cancer rising, let's see what we have. Cancer rising this week. Woohoo! Thank you. Ooh, interesting. I like this one. We straight up just have the fire element, and in this deck it's called Desire. What is it that you want? Two of Wands energy, making a choice. So this week you are letting something go. Very similar to what we had going on with the Sun sign. You're going to make the decision. You're going to get rid of whatever this overbearing type of process was for you. Something is not working for you. You got to let it shake out. And the Princess of Wands and the Adjustment card is telling you, we will help you this week to make this work. There is a decision that you have to make for your best and highest good, and so this is the week. You have to be able to make a decision this week. Two of Wands, what is it that you want to do? Okay, make that happen. And the sun is going to shine on it. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. The universe is saying, don't second guess yourself, because we're saying yes. We're saying yes to that. Good for you. Good for you. Positive outlook. And again, ba-doom, decision having to be made. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now let us go towards our Cancer moon this week. Thank you. Interesting. All right, so we also have the Gemini, I think, energy that shows up. Third house, lovers energy, communication coming in, going out. If this happens to be something that is regarding a relationship, then you have to sit down and you have to think about what that is for you. If something is not working in a relationship, what is it that you want out of the relationship? Something is not balanced. There's something that you would like to have come in, and you might be challenging your autonomy in the situation, your value, your worth in the situation. So this Gemini energy for who this particular lover could be is something that you need to put a little bit of focus and emphasis on. like I said, whatever's getting ready to show up for you this particular week is destined to be good, but you also have to figure out what that might be. And it also could be something that's going on with a partner as well. So the Lover's card from a spiritual perspective, because they want me to talk about that, can also be for some of you, not like a physical person. It could be you connecting in a little bit more with your higher self, your galactic team, like getting you into alignment of things. And so that is literally what this card is also about from a spiritual perspective. It's the angels starting to work with you, or your galactic team starting to work with you on something that's going to show up and be beneficial for the long term. So it could be lots of different types of things that show up for you, but they wanted me to like pull that out because somebody out there is really like up leveling within their spirituality, and it's you and your higher self doing this bigger connection. So for me, what this is telling me is that you're getting rid of some of the older challenges that have been going on here in the 3D, and you're working your way over towards these new opportunities, more for 4D, 5D, and so that's just the information that I have for you there. Hopefully it helps, but keep positive about the decision that it is that you're making, because it is going to work out, whatever that happens to be for you. Okay, all right, you guys, I hope this one helped you. It's my pleasure to bring these to you. Let us move now over to our friends in Leo land. Okay, all right, Leo, Leo, Leo. One more. Thank you. Okay, Leo. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. We are transitioning. Okay, my friends. So Leo, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. We also have the High Priestess Empress in the upright position, but we definitely have the Six of Cups that's showing up in the reverse position. So, this one's a little sticky for me. Let's start off with first these two cards, okay? There is something that you are not, or you potentially would have a challenge working through not being recognized for your contribution towards something. So the High Priestess is making you aware of the fact that you know your value, your strength in a particular situation. You know how strong you are, okay? But there's something else that you are not necessarily being recognized for this particular week. And for you, what it is that I'm getting very specifically is that you are getting ready to walk away either from an older relationship, an older person that has stepped forward, and or you know the better choice for you, and you're going to start taking the advantage of making that those next steps. Usually when the Six of Cups in with this deck is in the upright, it's the universe going, hey, go this way. We really need you to listen. You already know it with the High Priestess, and so you're going to start making changes this particular week to allow you to get past something that has been very challenging. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords into the Two of Swords. You are going to receive the clarity that you need this particular weekend, and it's going to also force you to make a decision. It's something that is going to be a lot easier and more peaceful for you. They said take it again down towards the bottom. This is the Hierophant and the Aries energy, the Emperor sitting here together. This is, do you need to really battle anymore? Do you? The energy of this one is just like, no, you need to come up with the peaceful situation. If someone is not honoring your value in a particular situation, you know how strong you are. It's time to go, because you are always going to be the person that has to live with you, okay? So those are the two energies that are very, very strong based upon what's going on here this particular week. So Leo, again, you're already making this decision. You've already known. The Emperor again here in the reverse position, it's not worth it to you. And that's what that means. This trine, it's not worth it to you, whatever this is, okay? You're going to get back together. The universe is going to come in for you this particular weekend and balance the things out. And I feel more so they're sharing with me, they're sharing cups of water with me. It's the emotional piece. You've been very, very emotional about this particular situation internally. This is the weekend that you're going to allow yourself to just kind of let it out. Okay, so here's what they're telling me. This is not you being weak. The Nine of Pentacles for you this particular weekend is not you being weak. It is gathering up your strength for this new thing. So this is you being a little bit more emotional this week, utilizing the energy of the Cancer moon that's going to come through. Use your water, cry it out, sit in a hot tub, sit in a hot bath, do whatever it is that you need to do, but let the emotion go this particular weekend, okay? So let's go into our specifics for the placements. Thank you, universe. We're going to do Leo. Let's do Leo Sun, and let's see what other information we have. Leo Sun. Ah! You want it to be this top one. Thank you. So Leo Sun, what we have here for you, my friends, happens to be Venus, the love card. Venus coming in, wanting everybody to look good, feel good, smell good. This eclipse season is going to be important for you. What do you love? What do you love? The Empress is saying you love yourself. The Empress is saying you are going to spend time doting on yourself. The Empress says, focus on yourself. The Empress says, you know your value, you know your worth, and you know what it is that you can contribute and bring forth as far as new ideas. Conception also could be very strong for some of you, only because it's showing up twice. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you already know your worth. So the universe is definitely saying, put it out there, and the universe is going to support you, because whatever's been, like I said, emotionally challenging for you in the past is getting ready to balance itself out, and you knew better and you know better, so that is exactly what it is that you're doing. I like that a lot. Self-care. Self-care, raising your vibration. Okay, no one is going to take this from you, because you know your worth and your value. All right, let us move into the Leo rising sign. Oh, thank you. Oh, looky. I like this one. We have the Grand Trine, which is about blessings. So the Grand Trine is the energy of temperance, the energy that kind of shows up in here a little bit. It's about the balance of the situation. So the Grand Trine blessings is that, again, you know or knew that there was some shenanigans going on over here, and you're like, you know, finger in the air, I'm out. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm allowing myself to get to my peace. I am strong enough with my ideas and my conviction for self that I am going to be at peace with this decision that I've made and call it square and call it a day. There's no need for me to continue to argue with anyone. Whether it's a job, because the Hierophant has a lot to do with physical jobs, but it also has a lot to do with second level education and knowing as well, and also internal knowing when it comes to your spirituality. So there's no need for convention and non-convention to have this argument. I'm out. I'm doing what I got to do right now. I don't have time for that, and I'm moving forward. So good for you. Congratulations on that. Now, if you are a Leo moon, let's see what you've got going on here. This is the one that it wants to be in my hand. So we're going to take that one. All right. What we have here, oh, looky. We have the energy of Jupiter. Abundance coming for you. So whoever just left their job or is starting and moving out on their own, the universe absolutely is taking care of you. This is the abundance. This is the Wheel of Fortune. You knew. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So keep positive, as other people could be doing a little bit of this particular week. I can't believe that you do that. Why would you do that? This is not about them. This is about you, and that's exactly what it is that you are explaining to them. This is about me and my peace. This is about me and knowing that I have made the right decision, okay? This is not me going backwards. This is me going forwards with the options and opportunities that I am creating for myself. Again, this is the ace. So this is the universe coming in. This is a gift from the universe, and this is for you. So congratulations, Leo, because this is beautiful. Be childlike. Be happy about this. Childlike expression for you this particular week is going to be super, super important, okay? Youthful enthusiasm about this change, and it will switch over for you. So congratulations for you guys. So hopefully that helps and you were able to resonate. Let's move over to our Libra friends this week, and let's see what we have for you, okay? Little brother is in the house with all these changes going on this week. Let's see what we have for Libra. Okay, Libra. Libra, first card out, 6 of Cups in the reverse position. Second card out, sideways, almost there. So, let's talk about it. You are still considering some things. You're almost there. You're almost there. So, 6 of Cups in the reverse position is the universe guiding you towards something that's a little bit better than maybe what it is that you have thought about before. This is removing yourself from anything that was old energy, old people, old cycles. The universe is definitely trying to get your attention this week, Libra. With the Ace of Wands in the sideways position, it's trying to light a fire under your butt to help you put yourself into the position of making additional choices. So the universe is definitely trying to talk to you, and you're in the middle of contemplation this particular week, okay? Let's move forward here. What else do we have for Libra? What's the advice? Libra. What's the advice? Thank you. King of Cups in the reverse position. There it is. All right, so here's what we got, my friends. You have got to continue to feel comfortable moving forward for yourself. Here's the deal. This is the biggest kicker for you. You are realizing, as the King of Cups in the reverse position, that it is okay to not be okay sometimes. So what I'm feeling for you more so than anything else is that there is going to be a revelation that's made. And the revelation that's going to be made is going to allow you to be in this expansive energy. What you have is the 8 of Coins transitioning into the 9 of Coins. So it may not be this week or by this weekend where things are completely figured out and decided for you, but I can tell you that this is what's going on. These are the two bigger factors for you this week. It is the energy of Libra, or the balance card, coming in with this Knight of Discs. So Venus is here somewhere trying to support you with these new changes that are happening. Something is going to be emotional for you. And there could be the situation where you are sharing with someone, I'm not going to do it. I put time and effort, and you know how Libras are. Sometimes we can be a little bit, you know what I mean? We create our own situation only because we consider every scenario. So here's what the universe is trying to tell you this week, okay? You need to let go a little bit, and you need to let them help you. They're trying to show you. So if you can imagine, that's the universe coming in saying, yeah, something really does have to go, and we're trying to help you. You've already started to figure out that something is uncomfortable, is not working the way that you thought it was going to work here in the past, and it's okay to make a turn and shift energy. And that's what the allowance of the Princess of Wands is telling you. There's something new that we have for you. This is it. This is what the universe is trying to share with you. So I would say get out of your analysis paralysis, and I would also say that this weekend, even though the 9 of Pentacles in the upright here is showing up being codependent on something, the universe is saying you're going to get past that. When you take this time to have this ugly cry, or maybe a beautiful cry, you're going to figure out what your independence is for yourself, and you are definitely going to be able to move forward. So they definitely have something for you, and they want you to continue to, they definitely want you to continue to think about what is, what's the word I want to say? If it's not yielding fruit, maybe you want to do something different, okay? And manage that as best as you possibly can. Time to let this old thing be done so that you can make space for this new thing to come in with gusto. It's an ace, for crying out loud, right? So universe is trying to give you this gift. Allow the universe to give you this gift. All right, so let us get the additional messages for our Libra sun signs, please. Well, they want both of them to stay out just for you, so that's exactly what we're going to do, and I'm not surprised with it. You've got 2 battling forces here. The first one that you have here is, we're going to put it like this. No, we'll just do them. The first one that you have is the energy of Mars coming in here, pushing. Mars is forcing some things to take place this week, and you know, it can be a little aggressive. And so Aries, the energy of Mars doesn't always work well with Libra, and when it comes into play this particular week, it's really going to shake you, but you're going to be strong enough in order to be able to manage what this energetic is trying to show you. You really, really are. I would also take a look, so this is going to be more towards the weekend here also, where Mars is going to force you to try to realize this. And what the universe is trying to show you is this opportunity for this Jupiter to come in here for you as far as benefits are concerned. So we're talking about moving forward in the right direction. The universe is really trying to get your attention. We're like, dude, we're trying to show you it's over here, and you know it, but you still kind of are not all the way, you haven't all the way made the turn. So the universe is trying to show you, the universe is trying to show you how to move into the right direction. So Chariot energy, Cancerian energy, again, towards the weekend, it's showing up right where it's supposed to, Libra, okay? Let's move over into our Libra risings. Okay, Libra rising. Interesting. You have the energy of earth stability. Earth stability. So this is really also this new gain that wants to come through. This is the Ace of Pentacles. The universe, again, is still trying to talk to you about what needs to happen. So this King of Cups that's in the reverse position is not stable enough to be able to have this conversation and share his knowledge with this little baby Page of Cups. He's over emotional. He's not stable. It doesn't mean that he's, unstable as far as, being able to hold his mental faculties together, but he needs to be able to manage the emotions of what needs to happen so that this new opportunity can show up. So it's just like you kind of just being in your feels, right? Because that's what the universe is trying to show you. Again, there is something here with this 8 of Coins when it comes to working, when it comes to business, when it comes to projects, when it comes to how you can be a little bit more profitable, that the universe is trying to share with you as far as getting you to be more independent and stable, okay? Now, let us move to our Libra moons, okay? Woo! Here we go. Libra moon signs, okay? Libra moon. Woo, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, Libra. all of you, doesn't matter. Grand Trine blessings. Grand Trine blessings. This is the energy of temperance. It is allowing the energy of water and fire to come together to create this big rolling steam engine that you can move forward with. And so the energy that's coming forward again for you is definitely a blessing. So for Libra, you guys literally all have very similar situations that are going on here. The universe has something for you over here. And where you're at this week is going to be navigating your thought process on how to make that happen. But all of you, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, are realizing what it is that you need, and take the time to be in your emotions about it. Have those harder conversations with people if you really need to do it later on this particular weekend, because I'm telling you, on the other side of this are blessings upon blessings upon blessings for you, and you have to know that it's coming. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Let's move on to our friends in Scorpion land here. Did I forget Virgo? Holy crap, I forgot Virgo. Virgo, is this the second week that I did that to you? Who did I do that to last week? I'm sorry. Virgo! Like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Let's move on to Virgo. Sorry, Virgo. Virgo, I'm sorry. They're just laughing at me. That's why they came in my face like that. Like, what? Okay, Virgo. Here we go. That was super fast. Okay, Virgo, so here's what we have for you, my friends. We have the energy of the Judgment in the reverse position with the World card, with Saturn. And then we also have the Three of Coins in the reverse position into the Four of Coins. So you definitely have the situation where you are needing to make a very strong judgment call with regards to this triad. Something that you've built also is not necessarily working the way that you have wanted it to. It's very possible that you are willing at this particular moment to see that there's something that's different. Maybe you've started to dabble your toe into doing something a little bit different, and you're going to start to see what that means for you. But this is the week where you have to make a judgment call, or you really need to be strongly involved in what that means for you, okay? Really, 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 I'm just seeing books. I'm seeing journal. Like, journal it out. Put your feelings out on paper. Share with the universe how you're feeling. Call your guides in to help you with support. All right, Virgo. Something is not working the way that you want it to work, also very similarly to a couple of the other signs that we have. You might like it, but it's not giving you the ultimate boost. You know what I mean? So let's see. Sorry, Virgo. Yep, here we go. You got to face facts. Major. All this major arcana. So you have the Justice card turning into the Hangman energy. So the Hangman energy is Neptune, it is Piscean, it is Moon energy. You've got to face facts. So the Libra energy coming in to approach the people that are getting ready to put the individual on Odin's tree here and put him into the Hangman's mode to receive perception. There's something that you have to change your perception on, or be willing to receive a different perspective on something. What else do we have for Virgo? Okay. Can't make this up. The Hangman in reverse. So what the universe is trying to tell you here is that for some reason, some of you are really avoiding the death of the ego. The universe is also trying to work with you, and for some of you, you're really avoiding the death of the ego. And so here's the deal. The shadow that we all have needs to be integrated. You can't really kill the ego. You need it, but you can transmute it. You can transmute the ego into understanding that the things that you want that are different are for you. And so, you just have to let your higher self take more control over the particular situation, and let the subconscious talking you out of something, which is really strange as far as a placement for Virgo is concerned, but it happens to every single person. The Judgment card showing up here also has a lot to do with the fact that you will, as far as I'm seeing it here, you will be able to get to a strong decision this particular week also. And the thing about Virgo is once you've gotten through this process of facing the fire, you're solid. You know something has been a little bit unshaky, and you know that you've got to be able to kind of level the playing field a little bit. This is the week that you are going to be able to do it. And many of you, not killing the ego, but some of you are going to be integrating the shadow into your light side, and you're going to honor the shadow part of what's going on here. So you are going to be letting go, absolutely, of this. You're going to be letting go of this energy that is challenging your will. A lot of sacral energy this particular week, because again, this is something that's not making you happy. Again, showing up here towards the end of the week, pretty much where I kind of figured it was going to be, but there you go. All right, so let us get now Virgo. Can't believe I did that. Virgo sun. What other information do we have for our Virgo sun, please? Yeah, you're going to do this quickly. You are. You're just going to need the weekend to get through it. So you have 2 cards that are coming out here that want to be spoken for. All right. So here's what you've got going on here. First, you have the 2nd house when it comes to owning. So let's figure out, what is it that you are doing in your 2nd house? Because it has a lot to do with your possessions, but it also has a lot to do with what it is that you are thinking, and what it is that you are bringing into yourself, owning things, your physical resources. And so there's some contemplation that has to be made, and I think that's part of what the universe is trying to tell you, because the next card that you have is the part of fortune, which is the increase. So for you, when we get into this when we get into this balance or this choice of where it is that you're spending your time and your resources, and this part of fortune is coming into you, 10 of Pentacles energy, you are going to be figuring that out very quickly here when we get towards the weekend. You are going to be able to transmute this very, very quickly, but for some of you, it's going to be something that is going to require some deep thought. Again, the universe wants to come in and bless you this particular week, so be all about owning that level of the shadow side that you might not have integrated up until this particular moment, okay? All right, let us see what we have going on for our Virgo rising. Okay, you also have 2 cards, probably. So, very, very interesting. You have 3rd house element messages, and you also have earth element. Okay, so the first one, the 3rd house messages, okay? The 3rd house messages for you, Virgo, have a lot to do with your this stability, this trine that you have, this this beginnings of this thing that you have already started to create, okay? And what it's leading you to is this earth element stability as well. Okay, so this is getting you to the Ace of Pentacles. This is leading you towards creating another pentacle. This is exactly this energy that's right here. This is the 3 of Pentacles turning into the 4 of Pentacles for you specifically. That's literally what these 2 cards are. So using your judgment and allowing Saturn to turn this type of a situation around for you is what is kind of what's going on for this particular week. All right. Again, justice is going to come in, and it is going to ask you to receive a different perspective on something with that ace coming in, a new gift that's coming in for you. Take the time to be in that energy and figure out what it is that means for you, whatever this new gift happens to be for you. All right, so Virgo moon, here we go. Virgo moon. Thank you. Woohoo! 2 cards. We have Virgo moon. You have 3 cards, and they said keep them all. So, this is a strong one for you guys. Firstly, we have Black Moon Lilith, which is mystery. Pull your chart, please, and find out where Lilith happens to be for you in your chart. So the Black Moon Lilith is the Queen of Swords. Where is it that you need to have clarity coming through this particular week, Virgo moon? Mercury retrograde also has a lot to do with this reinvention for yourself. This is what you were starting to do. This is coming up with the decision, coming up with your peace. So we have like Ace of Swords into the Two of Swords energy that's coming. This is the clarity. And then we finally have the energetics of the Aries I am. What lights your fire? What is it that lights your fire? The Aries I am energy. Okay. It's the Ace of Wands. What is the thing that sparks you? What is the thing that you like to do? Because that's what you should be doing. Let go of this other stuff that is kind of creating this challenge for you, is basically what I see is going on here. This is why Libra is stringing up the Hangman, right? Like, you got to figure out what's balanced for you and what's not. If this is not your jam, then go do something that is your jam. Put your energy into what that is. And when you get out of the ego, then the universe can, or you integrate your shadow, and you've understood this change in perspective, then you're going to be able to rock and roll forward without any challenges. But at least you will be very clear, you'll be very solid, and then you can put all of the passion that this Princess of Wands wants to put into it for you this particular week. And it is going to be fruitful. We've got the Knight of Discs here, okay? All right, now we're going to move on to our Scorpio friends. Hope that helped you guys, Virgo. All right, so Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. This is for Scorpio. Thank you. Woohoo! We have the Two of Cups energy traveling into the energetics of the Three of Cups. So redefining for you, woohoo! And this is meant to be in the upright position. Okay, I get what they're trying to do. So, Scorpio, we have strong energetics here, and I'm going to do it like this. We have the Two of Cups traveling into the energetics of the Three of Cups. So there is a new partnership. There is a new somebody. There is a new situation that is showing up. We have the Fool energy here with the Magician. So there's a little bit of an opportunity for you this week to get the remainder of the details. And this is why we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. It's not time for you to do the action. It's time for you to gather the details so that when the time is right, you can move forward. But there is a new partnership that is on its way. And this new partnership, for however that happens to mean for you, is going to be something that is going to create additional dollars and cents. Bottom of the deck, they said Seven of Pentacles into the Eight of Pentacles. You're evaluating something, or you have evaluated something. You've put a lot of thought and effort into it. Whatever this is for you is going to turn into some cash. But you don't have to make a decision this week. You need to maybe gather a little bit more information. You maybe need to ask the universe to share with you some different things. This is why the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse position, because you are considering a lot of what this is, 7, 8, 9 into the Pentacles, and there's literally nothing wrong with that. What else do we have for Scorpio this particular week? The Magician. We love it. Here we go. So for some reason, some of you are thinking about this transition that needs to happen in a way that's not really satisfying anything. We have the 8 of Swords into the 9 of Swords, just like someone is waiting for the calm before the storm. Like you need to really be thinking about this in a positive way, positive outlook. Get out of that stinking thinking, because when this decision time comes up, it's going to be something that supports you. So I can appreciate wanting to take a little bit of extra time and trying to figure some things out. But the only thing about the 8 of Swords into the 9 of Swords is that you're creating this situation on your own. No one else is doing it. This is all 100% you and your thoughts, and it's very easy for you to walk yourself back out of that as well. Have some faith that whatever this universe is trying to bring forward to you is actually for you. And this won't be the week for you to strike, but this is the week that more details try to come out. Libra is going to be here to help balance out what these pentacles mean for you before the end of this week. So, like I said, on Sunday, you're going to be spending a little bit more time thinking about your autonomy in this particular situation, and that will put you in a position where you can do some different things with it the following week. Again, rubber meeting the road, but it still looks good. There's a lot of good potential and possibilities happening for you this week. Okay, let's move forward. And let's see what we have for our Scorpio. Scorpio Sun, please. Thank you. Ooh, interesting. I like this. We have the energy of the moon. We have the energy of soul. That's what it's trying to talk to us about. So this is the energy of you having an awareness, high priestess energy, if you will. You have the energy of understanding kind of what's going on here. Okay, you have more insight about this, which is why it should be very, very comfortable for you to just wait just a little bit. You're gathering the rest of your details, and there's literally nothing wrong with that. You're at the end of your cycle here as far as making those changes, and now once you gather the rest of the pieces and parts, you're going to be in a good position to move forward. I like this. Let's go to our Scorpio rising signs, please. Thank you. Well, that's very interesting. We have the moon, and now we have the sun. Literally the energy of the sun. The universe is shining on you, Scorpio. This is about what is going to make your spirit happy, and it's like the rest of the details are just being tied up and put together in this beautiful little bow. The universe is trying to put all the finishing touches on what this process is, which again, why the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse position, as far as this is not the week for the time, but this is going to turn over. So you go 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles will show back up in the upright the following week is what it is I'm getting, because I'm getting very fast, rapid succession from what is happening here. So be youthful, have childlike expression, be youthful, youthful enthusiasm this week, so that you can continue to keep that vibration raised high and allow yourself to receive it when it is time for it to be received, very, very shortly here. Okay? All right, and for our Scorpio moons. Did I forget to say happy birthday to all the Scorpios that are celebrating, the late Scorpios here? There we go. The Scorpio moons. We also have the energetics of the Taurian energy here for I have. This is Hierophant as well. This is higher learning. This is higher knowledge. This is also gainful employment for some of you that are looking for gainful employment with an organization, a bigger organization, if you will. There's a lot of legs, so you're letting go of any of the challenges you were having with the past with this old job because it wasn't the hotness, and you are going to find the satisfaction and the balance in this new position that is going to create this long-term goal. You are going to find that the energetics of the Taurus I have showing up for future opportunities is going to be strong within you. Again, I feel very strongly, you've got the High Priestess and the High Priest here, if you will. You also have a very strong knowing of when to strike when the iron is hot. It has a lot to do with gathering the remainder bits of this detail as well, just like the Scorpio sun sign did. But all of this is working in your favor. So congratulations to all of you Scorpios this particular week as well. Keep your youthful enthusiasm about you, because it is going to be awesome. Okay. All right. So now that we have finished with Scorpio, let's move on to Sagittarius land. And let's see what's going to happen for our Sagittarius. Happy birthday to any of our Sagittarius that have their weekend birthday, Sunday birthdays, and into the following early next week. Sagittarius. Optimism, adventure, moving forward. Happy fire spirit. Happy fire spirit. Okay. 2 more shuffles, they said. Okay. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Here we go. There it is. Woohoo! 3 of Wands into the 4 of Wands. That is exciting. So the 3 of Wands energy has a lot to do with collaboration. It has a lot to do with watching your ships come in, perhaps sending some good energy out to some other person, leading you into this happy home, happy moments, joyful celebration, and also for some people, 4 of Wands also being attributed to work, okay, or work position. Many people working from home, becoming independent as they're working from home. Now, we do have the Ace of Cups that showed up in the reverse position, traveling into the 2 of Cups. And so this is one of the reasons why I say it could be like self-employment for many of you that's popping in here, that's going to be very, very supportive, because this happy home is going to be home-based for many of you. Maybe not all of you, but regardless, the 3 of Wands is here now because this is you having had made a choice and the universe continuing to agree with you and provide you with that particular energy. So the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, only, they're telling me, only has something to do with those individuals that are not going to a corporation. You are putting investments into yourself. Now, what also supports that is the sun and the moon. You've made your decision. You're happy with your decision, and you're just kind of floating, bebopping along. You're just chilling. You are very supported from the universe at this particular moment with that decision. And sometimes you have to just focus on your energy, right? You have to focus on your energy and what it is that you're putting in, and not worry about somebody else's energy at the moment. It doesn't mean that it will always be that way, but this is the week for you to focus in on you. Here we go. 6 of Pentacles into the 7 of Pentacles. Balance in you and yourself. And the 7 of Pentacles has to do with a lot of the time and investment that you've put into a project, a circumstance, a situation, and evaluating what else needed to have been done. All right, one more card for Sagittarius, please. A lot of good energy for people. A lot. I like it. Nope, that was my fat finger. If it's meant to come back out, it will. Thank you. Yes! I love this. The 4 of Swords in the reverse position. You have listened to the universe. Nothing is going to surprise you. You are going to be able to pick up your sword and mantle at any point and move forward at your pace. There is no rushing. This is you managing you into the future for you. You are owning this particular week. I love it. So the 4 of Swords in the reverse position is having received the rest and the information and the downloads from Spirit, and you also integrating that information in so that you can be rested, rejuvenated, so that you can power through this next little piece that's getting ready to come up for you. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, congratulations, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and move into the Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius Sun, please. Okay, they do want to focus on this card. They said this is the rising and this is the moon. Got them all at once. Thank you, universe. So, what the universe is trying to share with you, Sagittarius Suns, is the energy of Mars and or Force. And the energy of Mars and or Force has a lot to do with not only the planet placement itself and pushing this energetics forward. Mars is really forcing things to happen. Mars is the energy of the tower shifting. And a lot of people get scared of the tower, but you shouldn't be scared of the tower because the tower brings surprises. But the other thing that this card specifically is trying to talk to you about is Aries energy, the actual emperor himself. So Aries season being the energetics of the support that's getting ready to come to you. So here we have the emperor that's showing up in the reverse position. I would say in one sense kind of bowing down to you a little bit. I would pay attention to the Aries sign that was read, but I would also go and find where Aries is in your chart and find out where its placement is with Mars for you. Those two are going to be very specific, having a lot to do with pushing you forward a little bit within your self-will in order to make things happen. So if you are a Sagittarius rising, what we have here is the 12th house energetics that show up here. I would take a look at where things are at within your 12th house. And the 12th house has a lot to do with your options, choices, and paying attention to what the universe is trying to show you. The Four of Cups has a lot to do with you maybe have been satisfied with what it is that you were doing by yourself, but the universe gave you a gift and you actually have an awareness. Now, usually the Four of Cups can mean that sometimes people are being a little bit complacent, but not in this one. I feel very strongly that the Four of Cups was offered, this fourth cup was offered to you, and you're integrating it in to what it is that you need to be able to do very, very easily. So it's more than one thing that you are involved with right now. You've got different irons in the fire, so to speak, but the universe is putting a little bit of extra gas on one of them, and you're here for it. So I love that energy that we have there, that 12th house energy of friendship for a lot of people as well. So it's possible that you have a friend or someone else that is you're supporting or will maybe needed to support in some way. They could be calling you also to do something. Whatever it is, that 12th house, that friendship energy that we have is going to be supportive for you, okay? Now, if you are a Sagittarius moon energy, take a look at this. We have the 10th house, and the 10th house here is the world. This literally is Saturn. This is responsibility, boundaries, and structure, but those responsibilities, I feel, have a lot more to do with your personal responsibilities in a particular situation. Excuse me. What we have here is the world showing up and turning for you. We have the world showing up and providing you with this gift, which is what it is that you're doing. You have listened to the universe at different times, and that is exactly why you're chilling right now. The world is turning in your favor. You have completed an old cycle and you are opening up towards the new cycle. So when this Princess of Wands comes to hang out with you, it is going to re-spark you. It is going to put a little bit of pedal to the metal in a sense. It's gorgeous energy. You are going to be feeling really, really good this particular week, Sagittarius. So hopefully that these messages resonated for you. I kind of like doing the rapids, but sometimes I don't like doing the rapids because I feel there's so much more I could talk about, but this is what they said to do, so that's what I'm doing. Let's move on towards our Capricorn friends, okay? Let me just put a shuffle on this one. Okay, let us move Capricorn. Let's see what our Capricorn's got going on. You got a lot going on in your planets this week with that mix with Pluto and you know, some of the other things that are happening. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Nope, I'm going to reshuffle those. Three, okay. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. No, you want it to be these two. Okay, got it. Oh, well, you showed up in your own element this week, you guys. This is very interesting to me. Hang on. We're going to flip them over this way. So you showed up first and foremost here. We've got the Devil with Mars, the Tower, that is showing up here. We also have, I get why you did this. They said just grow out with it. You have the World and the Fool. So you definitely are going to have something that shows up for this week, Capricorn, that is going to allow you to release the old so that you can start something new. So this card is the World and the Fool, like I said, together. So you've completed a cycle and you are at the beginning point of allowing yourself to create the new situation that you want. That's showing up here with this Tower moment. So people don't need to be scared about the Tower. People need to understand it's something that the universe brings into your awareness, because either you couldn't or you wouldn't. How do I want to say that? The universe is taking care of you. I'll put it that way. It does sometimes have to do with things that you may have had a challenge with before. And for what I'm seeing here, it's like you were at a situation where you were on top of something, but you also had to be shaken up a little bit about something as well. So the Seven of Wands transitioning into the Eight of Wands is allowing you the opportunity to understand that something really does need to change. But the Eight of Wands energy that we have has a lot to do with surprise communication as well. For some of you, this is going to allow you to get through some serious healing. The Five of Cups in the reverse position is active healing, taking you into this position of happiness, having a lot to do with joyful moments, getting you back into the swing of what needed to go on. And then what we do is we have the King of Swords in the reverse position. So you've potentially been in your head about something. This new information that's coming towards you at this particular moment is going to allow you to really shift. There's a huge, you guys are going to go through some huge shifting this particular week. And I don't say any of this stuff to scare you, because at the end of the day, whatever has been weird or wonky is going to balance itself out for you. But you definitely are getting ready to go through a new cycle this particular week. And the communication that's going to come into you is going to, the communication that comes in is going to be the thing that like sparks you, and it's going to allow you to continue to be in your feels. Like I said, this energetics that we have on Sunday with Cancer and Sagittarius trying to create that steam for that forward momentum is really going to help you. But this is beautiful. Anything that you've been stuck on, anything that you needed to heal as far as negative thoughts, negative people, negative situations, that is what the Tower is here to do for you. This is what Mars is doing. It's forcing and it's pushing some things out of your way. And so if you will observe it in that way, then you're going to find yourself really looking forward to this next step, this next level that's getting ready to happen for you. Let us move towards our placements for you. Capricorn Sun, please. Thank you. Well, we have first house, which in this card is titled The Body. And the first house has a lot to do with the Fool. It has a lot to do with you starting over. It has a lot to do with you, Stella, getting her groove back. It's exactly what's going on here. All right, that's literally what is going on here. So we have the energy of the Fool. This is Uranus. This is something new that needs to show up for you. This is the Fool card. This is something that wants to show up for you this particular week. The energetics of the body, I would say for you, you definitely need to take care of your physical body this week. Increase your water with all this energy. Maybe go into some stronger meditations. Really take care of what it is that you're putting into your body this particular week, just as a opportunity for you to like navigate this change that's getting ready to happen to the best of your ability. And be mindful of what other chitter chatter you're listening to this particular week, okay? But something is ending so that you can start something new. You're at the end of the old cycle, and the Fool, Uranus, whatever new idea that you have wants to come out. So it's time for you to move into this new direction, okay? All right, so let's go into our Capricorn rising. Capricorn rising, you have the energetics of the Taurus I have. This is the Hierophant, but it also wants to be paired with the energy of the moon here. So we're talking about structure, we're talking about things, we're talking about your finances in one sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but it does have a lot to do with what you value. And the Hierophant is asking you to pay attention to the things that you want. The moon energy, again, the soul energy that comes out of this for you, my friends, has a lot to do with your awareness of what definitely needs to show up here. We're talking about the High Priestess. So we've got the Hierophant, the High Priest, and the High Priestess presenting themselves to you here, Capricorn rising. You know. There's an energetics of and you allowing this this tower to present itself to you, to allow the shift to take place, is what is going to be the best thing for you. And this is why when this rapid communication comes about what it is, it's going to push you and allow you to get to this healing level, and it's going to just it's going to clear the air. It's going to completely clear the air, new situation. It's like a brand new day. I really do like it. It's going to be very interesting for some people, but it is going to be very, very good. I can tell you that. Okay? Now let's move on to our Capricorn moon sign, please. Capricorn moons. Thank you. So we have the Grand Cross energy of the Provoker that comes into play for you this particular week. This has a lot to do with you continuing to have faith in the ability for you to move forward. So what this is really talking about is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. This is you and the universe agreeing that something needs to change in order for you to move forward. So this catalyst, it's almost like catalyst energy. Whatever it is that shows up for you this particular week is going to be the thing that finally put, it's the icing on the cake to this particular situation. But from a spiritual perspective, the Nine of Wands is also strength. You're strong enough to do this and receive this information and carry forward with these particular changes this week. Continue to have a positive outlook on the situation. Relax into the change that's getting ready to happen for you this particular week, and watch how quickly this starts to turn for you. So I would say for you guys, it's probably going to be another week or two before the rest of it starts to be a little bit more even. But the universe is here to try to level the playing field for you and anything else that you happen to be involved with. So Capricorn, this is going to be a very interesting week. I'm very interested to find out with the different Capricorns in my world how this is going to shake out for them. So hopefully that helped put a little bit of a spin on what the potentials are for you this upcoming week. Let's move on to our Aquarius friends here and see what's going on. So Aquarius, you guys still have the Jupiter in Aquarius and Saturn in Aquarius kind of chasing you. Let's see what it is that we have. I'm thinking you guys are going to have a benefit with the double air that shows up on the weekend as well, but let's see. All right, this is for Aquarius. Wow. What we have is the marriage between the Emperor and the Empress that has showed up here. So this is transfer of knowledge, and it's being done in a very peaceful manner. This is divine masculine and divine feminine coming together. The universe is trying to tell you that the choices that you are making right now are really propelling you forward into this Three of Wands energy, this collaboration for what it is that you want to have happen for you in your world. Many of you, I feel that this has a lot to do with business, but even if this was some sort of a partnership, a domestic partnership, or whatever the case may be, the bigger energetics of it are going to show up here, like I said on the weekend, with this Knight of Coins, Knight of Discs. It's the same card. So let me have, they said bottom of the deck. All right, so Queen of Cups is kind of going to be where you're at here. The Queen of Cups is someone that has the momentum for moving forward. The Queen of Cups is someone that's trustworthy. The Queen of Cups is someone that is highly intuitive. The Queen of Cups is someone that has been through a lot, but has also healed herself. And she is a confidant for other people due to that reason. There's also a lot of motherly energy that comes out of the Queen of Cups as well. So that married in with the Empress that's showing up here is telling me that whatever it is that you're doing, you have put a lot of time and effort into this baby of yours trying to be born. Again, I feel a lot of energetics from personal business and things of that nature. But even if it wasn't a business type of a situation or a project, I definitely feel if this was a relationship that there is a lot of good things that are getting ready to push forward within the relationship itself. There's one more, so let me pull that over. Again, divine feminine and divine masculine at the end of this as well. This is leveling up, and this is leveling up very, very quickly. What's the last card for Aquarius, please? Woo! It's this one that's in my hands, not these two that fell. Thank you. What we have is the Three of Cups, turning into the Four of Cups. So, the only thing that the universe is saying to you is there is another situation that's on its way towards you that we're going to share with you that's going to help you as well. So whatever this Three of Cups was in the reverse position here towards the beginning of the week, when you get towards the end of the week, this is strongly what I'm feeling here. It has a lot to do with whatever this... because it's not complacency that I'm getting out of this at all. This is a shift in the energy of what's making you happy. This is the energetics of where this Queen of Cups moment comes from. It's the energy of the Queen of Cups doing the alchemy, Queen of Cups doing the alchemy, and realizing what it is that she or he, because obviously this, you know, it's gender fluid here. It's just the energy of that individual, accepting and knowing that there's a new situation or a little bit of extra something that's getting ready to dote on someone. The other thing with the Four of Cups, though, in this particular reading has a lot to do with new money and finance coming in for you as well. There's a new level set stability. The universe is basically trying to pour a little bit of extra onto you at this particular minute. It doesn't have anything to do with you being complacent. What it does have to do is you... I'll call it fertilizer. The universe is providing you a little bit of fertilizer for something that you thought maybe was a little bit dead and over with. There's a little bit of extra sprinkle on top of that this week. So Aquarius, this is really, really good and strong reading for you when it comes to long-term success with this Knight of Cups energy that is here. Okay, let's go into the placements. So we are looking for our Aquarius sun sign, please. There we go. All right, Aquarius sun. Thank you. Aquarius sun, this also has a lot to do with the moon and your soul, as it's discussed here in this particular card. Like I said, the moon card has a lot to do with you being strong in your knowing high priestess energy that is coming on here. You know what it is that you're doing. You're letting the old situation be dead and done so that you can allow this new situation to come in. You already have an awareness of what this is. And so if you have Aries or Libra in your chart, because that's what they're trying to tell me to say to you, if you have Aries or Libra, or straight up, go take a look at where Aries and Libra is within your personal chart, and see what additional messages you could get out of that one, or perhaps maybe you want to take a look at Aries and or the Libra reading as well. Okay, now if you are an Aquarius rising, then this is your additional message here. Thank you. You get 2. Wow. Yes, I love this. This is partnership and this is faith energy. This is the Gemini, I think, energy. This is the Lovers energy. This is partnership. This is partnership. Whether it is domestic, whether it is business. This is strongly coming into yourself. This is strong energetics of whoever it is that you're working with or dealing with. Really vibing. It's the energy of like really vibing with who it is that you are, and you know, everything trying to work itself out in that vein. And then the ninth house energy that we have here, all right, is having faith and having had the faith in the particular situation to show up. And the ninth house has a lot to do with this Three of Wands. That's literally what this card is right here. It's knowing that you are stepping into the right direction for the things that it is necessary for you. So I love this energy here, because this really does show me, you know, the ultimate divine masculine and feminine coming together. Two of Cups. I mean, I know, you know, that's what we've got going on here. It is the successful marriage between two energies coming together for what needs to be done next. So that's a really good card, a card set for you guys to get. Now, if you have Aquarius moon, then let's see what your additional card is. Oh, thank you. If you're an Aquarius moon, then what this has to do with is the whole Chiron and Aries situation. This has a lot to do with your healing, personal healing. The Chiron the Chiron in Aries has a lot to do with well, it literally is that. It's you taking ownership of what's going on here, but it has the energy of the Hangman that's involved in the situation, like receiving knowledge and downloads, allowing you to change your perspective. You could have only got to that point if you really dug deep and did a lot of personal healing and ownership of the situation. What is it that I'm bringing to the table? How can I manipulate or edit or change, tweak the things that I'm working on here? And very clearly, you have done a lot of work, because this old shit is done and gone, and the hotness is showing up here for you. So congratulations to you, Aquarius, because this is going to be a really wonderful week for you guys as well. Okay. All right. Let us move on here to our Piscean friends, and let's see what the universe has for you. So Pisces. Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. Five of Coins into the Six of Coins. Letting go. I see letting go of, excuse me, that was my fat fingers. I see a lot of letting go of the fear of moving forward. Yes. And then we have the King of Cups turning into the Page of Cups. So this is allowing yourself to let the balance show up here. The Page of Cups, this is having the awareness of maybe somebody older in your environment, providing you with information that's going to be useful for what it is that your next steps are going to be. What else do we have here for bottom of the deck? They said, okay, so the Nine of Cups in the reverse position had a lot to do with you maybe not feeling as though you had everything that you wanted at one point. That is ending. So you've got the two tens here. And the Sun in the reverse position with the Judgment card. So yeah, this has a lot to do with in the past, you have having something to do with, well, it is lack, but it's not lack at the same time. It's the energy of knowing that you have more to do is basically what it boils down to. The Sun in the reverse position and the Judgment card having something to do with something that wasn't making you happy. Right? And so there was a lot of awareness for you on what that was going to be, and you've been working towards it. The Six of Wands turning into this Seven of Wands energy is you continuing to move forward in the direction that is best for you. And the Seven of Wands is you getting your strength back and feeling confident in yourself about this thing that it is that you're trying to bring into fruition. So this whole week is literally like, this is Pisces energy that is in this whole entire week. Allowing yourself to get past anything with this Ten of Swords energy. that was not in your best and highest good. What I feel here for you is that there was a lot of strong pushing energy against you, and you were like, I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I'm ready to do me. Libra's coming in to help you balance that out. Venus is again here with Libra and this Taurus energy, showing you that there is this new vast opportunity for you to take advantage of. And then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse for you is that whole energy again, like a couple of other signs, where we're allowing the Sagittarius energy and the Cancer energy to try to merge together a little bit, be in our feels about what it is that we are bringing to the table as far as who I am, who am I, how strong am I. It's also having the faith in the situation that what I can do is going to happen. This also indicates to me that some of you have come out of a really strong negative potential relationship or business partnership as well, and that has a lot to do with you. Again, Stella getting her groove back energy about this is strong in who I am. It's faith in your own ability. So I like this energy because you are transitioning out of that, becoming very clearly into the Six of Pentacles energy. I feel that many of you won't see the outcome of all of it completely this week, but this is the week that the universe is starting to shift some things definitely in your favor. And I would say the next week or two is when you're going to actually start to see the fruits of the labor show up here. So again, very strong decisions being made for yourself, and that's really cool energy to have. Continue to keep that positive outlook, okay? Now, if you are let's shuffle these up, they said. We're going to go into the placements, and we're going to find our Pisces sun detail here. Neptune is really helping you guys. It really is. It's really bubbling things up to the surface, and you're taking advantage of it. I like it. All right, so Pisces sun. Please. Okay, Pisces sun. There's going to be more than one. I can feel them stacking up. Thank you. And they did say there's another one, so let me grab the other one. Thank you. Okay, pretty much what I said. This has a lot to do for some of you with relationship, family, situations that may not have been the best type of a situation. We have the fourth house, which is roots. The fourth house literally is your house, home type of a situation. The fourth house has a lot to do with options and opportunities on their way towards you. And Jupiter is trying to share this abundance with you. So there is a shift that you need to be able to allow to show up for yourself here. The Jupiter energy that we have going on here really is asking you to own the energy that is popping up to you with this Wheel of Fortune. So the Four of Cups energy, there's this option, this opportunity that it's on its way towards you that is going to change your fortune. It's not 100% in the natural, but it is getting ready to show up. It all has a lot to do with you making this strong choice and decision for yourself this particular week. Okay? Let us get the placement for Pisces rising, please. No, thank you. That was super fast. Again, the moon, the soul, high priestess energy. You have a knowing about what it is that is going on, about what it is that you want extremely strong. I really get Empress energy out of this as well, and you realizing what it is that you need to do to take care of yourself to allow these things to show up for you. But this is absolutely going to happen. The other thing that they're trying to tell me to tell you is that this gift or this opportunity that is on its way within the Six of Coins is going to be more than what you thought. So continue, and I think some of you realize how big and grand your dreams are. The universe is confirming that for me here. So it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see what happens for you guys in the next week or two. It's going to be great. Pisces moon, please. All right, Pisces moon energy. We have Mercury, the mind. Mercury is in play this particular week, again, as you guys know, but your thought processes are popping out here with the Mercury mind. What is it that you're thinking? Keeping things to the positive as much as possible. Mercury challenging you over this past week, and some change with all of the different placements about what you think about the situation. This is about you coming into your own thought processes about what it is that you want. So you have basically called it out, and Mercury is here communicating with these other planets supporting you this particular week to say, this isn't the thing, this is the thing over here, and you finally absorbing it, doing some of the work in order to get to that point. And again, this has a lot to do with the decisions that you have made, for me more so in the past, but now starting to clear and create those scenarios for you that are going to allow you to take advantage of it. Okay, now for all signs, I should have done this at the beginning, but I didn't. I'm going to do it now. This is the energetics that the universe wants you to focus on this particular week as we're going through this full moon eclipse. And this, I have a feeling a frequency card is going to come out. It's going to be able to support all of you, all signs, whether you're sun, moon, or rising. Let's just see what we have here for you, okay? Let's see what we've got here. Sacred geometry. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Move the cards. Sorry. Moving the cards. Okay. All signs. Woo! We do. I was right. We have 3. We have the love frequency. We have liberating yourself from guilt and fear. This is Hertz 396. And then we also have rebirth, transformation, reweaving some things that are coming into all of our awareness this particular week. We do have the energy of 10 that shows up here. Loving yourself enough to allow this next situation, getting over this 10 of swords, this 10 energy that shows up here with the love frequency and rebirth for yourself, to allow the new hotness to come through. 396 hertz. So give me a second and I will take a look at the 396 hertz music that we have here for all of us. Okay, we are definitely talking about healing ourselves, and we are talking about making sure that you are not holding back this week. Don't hold back. You are not holding back. And you are unblocking any situation that is in your path, that when you have something that is good for you, to allow it to come in. You don't have to feel fear or guilt about any of the changes that are going to be taking place for you this particular week. So for clearing, they're suggesting that you have, assuming that you need it, smoky quartz, aquamarine, and rose quartz, very specifically for the heart, and pink tourmaline, which leads us right into the love frequency, which is going to have many of those same crystals that show up here. Let's go ahead and confirm that. The 3 energy that we have. The energy to yourself is I love you, meaning I love you. I love myself as well, okay? I love you, I love you, I love it. Rose quartz, pink or watermelon tourmaline, absolutely. And if you wanted to use a different solfeggio frequency, then you can use frequency 528 for additional self-love in the situation for this card. And then for the rebirth, the transformation, we are also talking about using some higher vibe frequencies for your transformation this week. And the mantra is, my spiritual and physical bodies are reborn and reweaved at a cellular memory. So the energy that you want to support yourself with if you're manifesting and doing those things is Herkimer diamond, Tibetan quartz, euclase, which I don't have, selenite, and any platonic or solid set. My friends, this week is going to be powerful for all of us. And whether you are sun, moon, or rising, hopefully that you are able to get everything that you needed out of this. Please take advantage of this full moon, eclipse everything out that is old. Allow yourself to transform into this new you. The power of the lunar eclipses and the solar eclipses have the energetic effect of that full moon or that new moon being on steroids for a minimum of 6 months. So please continue to call in all of the things that you want now. Start the process of what it is that you would like to see within 6 months. Start doing the work now and let the universe help to eclipse all of that old stuff in. Do not allow there to be a void. Start calling in the good things that you would like to see down the line into your energy and into your world. I hope that all of you received everything that you needed. Again, make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and your north node. Every single one of you were told kind of another position that you could take a look at into your chart. Specifically, if you need to get down more into the nitty-gritty for yourself and your energy, please make sure that you are taking time to look at the description box below so that you can find a date and time on the calendar that works for you and book in with me, okay? I'm really happy to help people with their energetics. And having said that, many, many, many blessings this week, my friend. We will talk to you next week. Bye for now.